McCarthyism. And I want to read exactly the words from the newspaper. And what he said was, "While I cannot take the time to name all the men in the State Department who have been named as members of the Communist Party and members of aspiring, I have here in my hand a list of 205, and he waved a piece of paper to the people, that were known to the Secretary of State as being members of the Communist Party, who nevertheless are still working and shaping the policy in the State Department." Now, anybody that had the sense to hear, this was a terrific charge, because he was saying there were card-carrying communists in the State Department working as members of the American government, and the Secretary of State knew this, and they were still there. Well, then he went on. Of course, he continued his talk, and at the end he said, well, now, you know, it's a moral battle between good and evil. The chips are down. The chips are truly down. He kind of ended with that. And there were some questions and answers. He even invited the audience to talk to him. And there it lay. Now, WWVA, the local radio station, had carried his talk. One of the reporters from the Wheeling Intelligencer in the paper the next day had reported verbatim a lot of what he had said. When McCarthy was to go back to the airport, he was shown the paper, and the headline in the Wheeling paper was, "McCarthy charges the Reds hold U.S. jobs." And they said he was tickled with the headline, and it was beginning to dawn on him he had something here. And he was set up for a series of talks. The next day he flew out to Salt Lake City. Then after that he was going to go to Reno, Nevada, and another. He made the same statement in Salt Lake City, except he changed the number from 205 to, I think, 58. Then in his next talk, in next series of talks, the number went to 81. He was always changing the number because he had no list. He had no names. It was all a big lie. And only several weeks later in March, Herblock, the great cartoonist for the Washington Post, did a cartoon. And he had cans of tar. And at the largest can of tar he had put across it McCarthyism. And he's the one that actually coined the phrase McCarthyism, which was you're tarring people, and usually for no good reason. In